Geeky Realms episode 5. Feels like episode 9, but we're on episode 5. Still dealing with some sound issues, but that's okay. We're excited to be here today on this rainy day at the studio. So if you hear any thunder or lightning or cats meowing, just take it all in stride. But we are happy to be here and to be discussing
another fun week.
Another fun week of all things geek. Another fun week of all things geek. That's right, folks. So we got to play some Pathfinder this time. 2 games of Pathfinder.
Yes.
You do any Warcraft or anything this weekend?
No, I haven't played Warcraft in a few weeks.
Me too. I know. I want to get back in, but I'm afraid if I crack that can back open, I'll just be...
We have 2 months of April. We need to...
It is. I know. We have 2-3 months, but there's so much going on with Geeky Realms, though it's hard. We have the Geeky Trail stuff we want to start producing. We have the ghost hunting stuff we want to produce. We have Gundam we need to produce. We need to do our fantasy shows. We need to do, gosh, so much.
You know what started producing this week?
What's that?
VGX7.
Oh,
Hunter
VGX7. That's right. Our buddy Hunter was here in the studio, and now
he popped out the green screen.
He did. We had the green screen going. Now, if you don't know who, what, where, why, or when a VGX7 is, tell us.
So Hunter,
what is a VGX7?
Both of us became friends from Attack of the Show, G4, X-Play.
X-Play.
I have a little echo going on.
I'm just trying to help you. I'm trying to boost it a little bit there.
So me and him created a show called Tech Warped a few years ago.
Which I think is great. It was awesome. You, him, and a chick whose name I can't remember.
Deanna.
Deanna.
Yes.
Hi, Deanna.
She was our original
watch
host.
Us at all? She lives in what, Kentucky or something?
No, Deanna's in Orlando.
I was way off.
Then Deanna left, and then we had Molly.
Molly, that's what I'm thinking of. She's in Kentucky.
No, she's in Tampa.
Cool. Let's get off the Kentucky thing. All right.
Who's
hey,
in
Molly.
Kentucky?
All right, that's fine. So Molly came on board.
Yeah, so we did that for a while. Unfortunately, the drive was a killer for Hunter going back and forth.
That is.
But during the meantime, he was doing VGX7. Mm-hmm. One of his shows is similar to X-Play on G4.
Gotcha.
Where he
reviewing games, things like that.
And talk about
right
on,
jokes right on.
So he's had the channel for a while, and he decided, let's go and record again. So he came here, popped out the green screen, cranked out the whole intro.
The little shoot in the studio here, kind of cool.
Then did the edits. Now it's on him to go home and play the games and do the background.
We'll have a link in our note.
The thing that you're going to
do, there.
Not up here, it'll be down there.
Yeah, it'll be down there. So check that out to go and look. So he does a really good job too. So it's good that he made the drive, and he'll probably shoot here, do a couple shows a month probably here.
His goal is put out 2 shows a week, 2 shows a month.
Right.
So we're going to try to record them all at once, and
yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
The drive to Brandon sucks.
Brandon does suck it up. Well, but yeah.
But I heard we're looking for something, by the way.
We are. We're looking for a threesome. We want we have a twosome. We want a threesome. If you're local and you want to join us to talk about cosplay or gaming, or you're a cosplayer and you want to sit around at the table with us, or we can sit out by the pool or the Key West bar.
Can we sit in the pool?
We could probably sit even in the pool, which means we need to get a young lady who would not mind sitting in the pool with a couple of dudes. So if that's you, let us know. But no, we would love to have someone come on in. You don't have to do it every week with us. Even if you're here a week or 2, just to give another perspective, that would be really awesome. That would be pretty sweet. So no complaints there. So just be aware, we're looking for that threesome. It'll be awesome. I know. Everybody said that's like threesome. So, but I am rocking my Axel hat as well. Today, so
just... I saw Dustin this morning.
Oh, you saw Dustin? How was Mr. Dustin this morning?
He was doing good. He asked how we were doing. And
that's cool.
That's cool. Hopefully in a week we'll be over there.
We are. We're going to do the, we for sure are doing, we're moving forward with the cosplay Axe Hole Night over in Newport Richie. They just got leagues and stuff going on, so we're trying to kind of work around their schedule. See what works best. We'll probably be over there another week or so just to talk and meet and shoot some video and do the promo for the event. But definitely look for that. But what's cool is Steamworks Pub is right next to the AXES place. And Steamworks has got fantastic food. You can actually throw axes at AXES and order munchies and whatnot from Steamworks right next door.
I'm excited.
So yeah, it's actually a really
We definitely gotta talk to them
sweet
too
setup.
about
So
supplying food for that.
we do. So we'll talk to them. We'll get all knocked out. So look for more information. But the good news, everybody's on board, except for Steamworks, but I'm sure they will be because you know they're cool people. And again, their food is fantastic. They just opened up actually too. They haven't been open that long, not even a year. But I mean, they are always packed. I mean, so and they do like specialty burgers and all sorts of stuff, and it's
Right
pretty
down there,
slick.
there's quite a few places to go to when you're downtown.
It really is. Yeah, it really is.
But comic shop.
The comic
Six
shop down,
Strings and Superheroes.
it is our friend down there, right? We need to go. Well, you know, we're waiting. We want to shoot down there. Inside is pretty much done.
Yeah.
But he's still,
We're
I don't know if
working
he's
on
got
that
that mural yet. And we want to shoot his building when he gets his mural. Maybe we'll go in just to do an inside peek because he's got so much cool stuff in there.
Just
to see how
drive
stuff
by.
he's doing. Yeah, do that. And then, you know what's funny is, this is a geeky place, but it's a hair place, which is kind of crazy. Downtown Hair Lounge, Amber, who cuts my hair, is kind of, she's the one we did the store. She did the
Yeah.
fire show and everything, and she's worked at haunted houses as like a killer clown. The fire, I mean, really cool. And her salon is like 100% Halloween every day of the year. It's really got a cool vibe. But she's actually known for cutting kids' hair who have like autism or on the spectrum or whatever, who don't want a haircut. She does an amazing job. So, of course, it's back to school right now, so she's probably pretty busy.
Super busy.
But we'll try to do it. So there's a lot going on in Newport Richey, for sure. So, but just a lot happening. We're very excited. That's pretty cool. Now, tell me about, you were mentioning, I want to say this. Now, we've talked about Gundam before, and we've talked about like lining. Is that the
Yep,
word?
panel lining.
Panel lining. We talked about
nippers.
nippers and aging.
Weathering.
Weathering. But what I think is really cool is this whole light thing. And the reason I say that is I was on, Lisa loves to do Legos. And last Christmas I got her one of those big Apollo rockets with everything else.
And even Legos now have lights.
But Legos have lights. Yeah. So when you talk, I'm thinking, oh my God, how cool would a Gundam be with lights?
So perfect grades were the main ones that have the light kits. When you get, most perfect grades come with a light kit for the eyes. But there's external kits you can buy for perfect grades, but the problem is, one, they sell out quickly, two, they are not cheap. You're spending $300-400 on a perfect grade, then another $150-200 on a light kit. But the lights are incredible because the whole kit lights up, just not the eyes.
I got a question. Are the lights like green, yellow, red?
Depends on the kit. There's a perfect grade unicorn that's a red kit, and the lights are red that goes with it.
Gotcha, okay.
So, but then there's a third party called Cosmos that makes lights. And these, just battery operated, goes right into this Gundam arrow here, which I mentioned before is from my favorite Gundam show.
Awesome.
So, Gundam arrow.
Okay.
What's great about this model here, she has little attack beams that shoot out of her.
Where does the beam shoot out of? I gotta know.
From the arms.
Oh.
Arms, legs.
I was kind of thinking, pew, 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 pew. Sorry.
So she has these little things that shoot out, and this connects to the back of her,
cool, That's still cool.
and lights up the whole attack for her.
All right. Well, I like that. That's cool. Yeah, I can't wait till you start building those things, man. Again, another show, another thing coming out. We're going to have a lot of great stuff. If you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, you have to subscribe to us. So we don't have to, but we'd appreciate it. And we played Pathfinder early this week. We played my Wednesday game, which has got my daughter, fiance, and some other people, and Mike joined. That was his first Pathfinder game. And then we started another one up, kind of throwing some dice on Fridays, just for fun when we're available. So it's not like a set day, but we'll try and play, as much as we can. But Wednesday, we felt bad. It was like Mike's birthday, like a week ago Friday, wasn't it? Yeah. But we weren't here because we had to we went and got the camper. Now, we still give him a gift, though, just so you all know. But we didn't do a cake. And then it was like, oh, we'll do the cake when it's game night on Wednesday. And then I'm sitting there, I was so excited. I'm like, oh, shit, we forgot to get Mike his cake. So Lisa was great. She ran out and got the cake, came in,
Had little D&D figures.
Little figures on the cake, but it was cool. And I couldn't get my camera out fast enough to record all of it because, like, the happy birthday plastic caught on fire. It was smoke
Which was
everywhere. Yeah, it was sort of cool. But anyway, while we were playing, but he got a gift card. So while we were playing, you were fishing for a gift.
Yeah. So I hopped on Amazon gift card. All right, let's see what I can find. Looking for Gundams. Couldn't find a Gundam that I wanted because, well, I have too many. I think about 40 that need to be built. But so I decided, okay, let's look. What else do I love? There's two other things: Bunny Girls and Nami from One Piece.
Nami, right.
So I started looking at Nami statues, and I found this wonderful statue. It's 11 inches tall.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So went ahead, picked that up, and I haven't fully unboxed it yet. I just peeked into it, make sure it was all there, closed it back up so I can record an unboxing video
So
this
you were
weekend.
being like a voyeur, like kind of peeking in the...
Only for Nami, I would.
Only for Nami.
Only for Nami.
Peeking in the box of love. That's cool though. I mean, it's a cool looking miniature. I mean, everything, the things that jump out at you are the things that jump out at you right there. But we'll do an unboxing so you guys can enjoy it as well. So just kind of be aware of.
But if you watch One Piece, let me know who your favorite character is.
Yeah. I like One Piece. So and now you're actually watching the anime as well, right? Not just the show.
Yeah. So I always been interested in the show because pirates, anime, two great things.
Right,
why not?
right,
but
right.
the anime 1,080 episodes at the time. I'm like,
Right.
I just don't have that much time to sit down and
Time.
watch it. So then the live action came out. I'm like, all right, let's watch this. I know it's not going to be as accurate, so I watched it, loved it. I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and watch the anime and pop that on. And I'm about 80 episodes in. And
It was good.
it's freaking awesome.
That's cool.
Nice.
I'm digging it.
It's one of the top 4.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. But you know what else I dig?
Pathfinder.
Well, I like Pathfinder,
D&D.
but I like tabletop role-playing games in general. So that was a loaded question. So I've been playing tabletop role-playing games since the early 80s. Absolutely have a ball doing it. My very first one was Dungeons and Dragons, and after that I played Call of Cthulhu, and then after that I played Rolemaster. This was back when Rolemaster ICE, Iron Crown Enterprises, who puts out Rolemaster, had the rights to, it was called MERP, Middle Earth Role-Playing Game, which was great. I used to have like a ton of the MERP stuff, and I got rid of it. I was a fool. I was an idiot. And that stuff was great, though. So, but I've been playing for a long time. So I played all sorts of systems, Cyberpunk and things like that, and And I tell you, a lot of times when I'm out and about and I'm like running an introduction game, people are like, "What's the best way to get into the hobby?" You know, and I'm like, "Dude, here's what you don't do. Don't go out and buy a bunch of books.
Why not?
You're going to spend $50 or $60 on the books, you know what I mean? And you might not like it. The books might not teach you how to play the game. You're going to have to spend some money on more books. They're going to be out. You buy 2 books, you're out maybe $80, $100. You can get these introduction boxes, like you know, for like $30, $40, if that. I think the Pathfinder box went up in price now. I think that's $59 last time I looked, but definitely the way to go. When Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition dropped, I was desperate to get into it because I hated 4th edition. I'm so sorry I have to say that. Did not like it.
I don't think anybody liked 4th edition.
Yeah,
I don't even
and-
remember playing 4th edition.
You know, and Wizards released things so weird. It was cool because they put a very base, I don't know if you know this, if you go to Wizards website, at least it used to be there, you could download a basic player's handbook and a basic monster manual. The player's handbook only had like 4 core classes, like Fighter, Cleric, Wizard, and Rogue is all it had. But you could still play for free with those rule sets. And then it had like a monster book, and it had like core monsters in it
Okay.
that you could download. It was cool. So I like downloaded that, printed that out. They released that starter box, and I was like, yeah, but you know, and it's cool. I mean, it was Fandelver and all that, and you know, it had the new rules and the monsters, and yeah, and it was nice. But it had dice that was in it, you know. But like, if I had never had been a dungeon master before, you know, it doesn't really teach you how to play the game. Is what I'm really getting at here, guys. So I like the stuff that teaches you how to play the game, which is why I have to say and there's a lot more out there. This is just the ones I grabbed real quick out of my game room. But I really like Pathfinder because they do a phenomenal job of walking you through the game. Now, YouTube the game. There's a lot of like playthroughs of the box set, and we're not going to go into that. We'll talk more about what you get in the box set in some of our own videos. But you receive like a set of dice, little cheat cards that tell you what you can do, because they basically, you have 3 actions. You can use an action to attack, you can use an action to walk, you can use an action to cast maybe a certain spell, or 2 action. You know, it's all based on the 3 action economy, so it's pretty easy to kind of do, and you can kind of do more than in Dungeons and Dragons, I think. Plus you like free actions and things like that. Anyway, I digress. But it teaches you all these aspects of the game. And there's even like a solo adventure, pick a path you can do. There is all the miniatures are included. They include like the adventuring map,
Okay.
both levels, and 2D miniatures on a little stand. So you get like miniatures, dice, the map, the books, everything to play. I wish they would have included a GM screen. That would have been like, you know, a little cardboard screen.
Yeah.
Then it would have been top shelf. But other than that, it's really cool. And I like it too, because when I ran that's how I learned to play Pathfinder. It would say, okay, like first encounter, you're attacking rats. So it walked you through how the encounter worked for the GM and the players. Then you had to climb down a little 15-foot drop in the cellar. And it said, okay, now we're going to make like an athletics check. And here's how climbing works in the game. And then here's how traps work in the game. And then here's, you know, and they gradually build on the game mechanics as you go through the module. And by the time you're done, you're about 3rd, 4th level, and you have a pretty good understanding of the game, the mechanics, and things like that. In fact, they even have another release. It's called Trouble on Atari, Otari. And Trouble on Atari, you continue with those characters, and they have like 5 or 6 more adventures you can go on. But it all continues to kind of build. So they do a really, really good job. Zerlinder is a good box set too for fantasy. They include the DM screen, some really good maps. Everything has got pre-generated characters, of course. Zerlinder's sort of cool. It's a little crunchier, fun system. But again, my favorite's still going to be, you know, Pathfinder.
Okay. So I have a question. If you could pick any game that's not D&D or Pathfinder,
okay, I'm ready.
1, maybe 2 games, which ones would you want to
Ooh,
play?
that's tough. There's a lot of good ones coming out that I really like. Like Twilight 2000 was a Kickstarter. Pretty cool. I used to play Twilight 2000.
Every time I hear Twilight, I think of sparkly vampires.
I know.
Does that have anything to do with vampires?
No,
or sparkling?
it's World War III done well. In fact, it's a hex crawl game. You can actually play it kind of solo. You move into a hex, you roll, and it tells you what happens.
Okay.
It's a little crunchy though. It's a little crunchy. And I have to say,
So when you say crunchy, what do you mean?
numbers heavy.
Okay.
A lot of mechanics. It's not just roll the dice and something happens. There's kind of levels of difficulty you kind of get through on a crunchy game. Like the old game I was telling you about, Rollmaster, super crunchy. Love that system. That has like critical hit tables. It's all percentage dice. Love Rollmaster. In fact, I even play it every once in a while. I'll pull it out and run an adventure for folks that want to play. But I have to say, if I wanted to play something fun that I really like, it'd be Call of Cthulhu. Would be like tops. Easy to play, and I love adventures like that. It's X-Files, Supernatural meets Warehouse 13. I never do the old ones where you have like these huge gods and creatures coming down and destroying the earth. How's that fun for the players?
That'd be boring.
Yeah, you play you play for 2 hours and then I kill everybody. Yeah, it's not good. I like investigating the mysteries of things, the cultists that worship these things, these creatures. It's the monster of the week from X-Files. And the system is easy. It's percentiles. You have a 40% chance to do something. Roll percentile dice. If you roll under 40%, 40 or lower, you succeed.
Now,
you know?
what time period does Call of Cthulhu have?
That's a great question. So Cthulhu is cool because out of the gate, it's the roaring 20s. You know, bootleggers and all that type of stuff. So it's pretty fun. But it runs the gamut. You can play Cthulhu now, which is cool. You can be sitting in McDonald's and your adventure starts. In fact, I ran a whole Cthulhu Now adventure based out of Mammoth Caves in Cave City, Kentucky, which was hilarious. We had a blast. I visited there on vacation. I grabbed a bunch of material. I used all the touristy stuff as part of game props when we played Cthulhu. It was great. They were investigating a satellite that crashed in the mountains, and it was great. Anyway, I digress. Again, so there's Cthulhu Now. There's Cthulhu 20s. You can also play Gaslight Cthulhu, which is in old London. Okay, you can
Jack the Ripper time
Jack
period.
the Ripper time period. You can play Cthulhu that takes place back in the ancient days. I think it's called like Invictus, if I recall, back in the Roman times. And then you have third-party companies putting out different Cthulhu games as well. You have like Delta Green was out for a while. Delta Green just switched to their own game system. But for a long time, you were like it took place in like Vietnam, and you were like an agent investigating things. You had the World War II Call of Cthulhu game, which was really great. It's like
You say that, I just think of Hellboy.
Hellboy, exactly. The first Hellboy movie where you have the Nazis summoning Hellboy. Same exact thing. The Germans have got this troop of supernatural warriors that are running around the world trying to find like the Spear of Destiny and, you know, kind of a la Indiana Jones type of thing. I always forget the name of that one though. It's called, hold on. If that's going to be right above my head when Mike finds it for me. Cthulhu, oh my God. But it's fun because it's all World War II. And I keep thinking Mein Kampf. That's the name of Hitler's book he wrote. I'm not even remotely, I'm not even on the same page of that. But it's right here. We'll find it for you guys though. That was, I don't know if that system is still, Octung Cthulhu.
Okay.
Octung Cthulhu. Octung, if you German correctly. Octung Cthulhu is the name of the World War II stuff. Very, very cool. I really liked that too. That World War II stuff was a lot of fun. And then after that, I'd say the Alien game. I had a chance to, Kip, a buddy of mine, actually ran that for us. And with the dice mechanics and everything else, it really, they have like a fear dice mechanic in the game. And it is just amazingly cool. And I would love to get into that more. In fact, the map, when you open up the star map of everything, it ties into, in Blade Runner, you know how the replicants kind of like, from Blade Runner, it's it's like, oh, surprise, Alien and Blade Runner, it's the same world type of thing. But it has the name of the factory from Blade Runner on the map. And I can't remember that either because apparently I'm old and forgetful tonight. But it must be the rain affecting my brain. But that is what I really like. I would say Alien and the Cthulhu. Cthulhu is just, and it's so easy to play. It's all theater of the mind. There's really no miniatures. But it's all just like research. You go to the library, you go to the police station. You do get into fights, but your character only has like 8 or 9 hit points. So yeah, you got to be really careful. But if you like a good murder mystery type thing, that's the way to go. That's the way to go.
Definitely need to play that.
It is, and again, and we'll do like box openings. We'll look at some of these boxes for you all, and it'll be like a little 4 or 5 minute video showing what you get in the box and know what you get for your money. But again, a lot of other people have already done like, hey, here's the adventure, or we played the adventure. Go enjoy those YouTube videos. Maybe I'll even put a couple of the links for you to check them out. I know actually Pazio did, they had a bunch of like actors and actresses actually play through their box set, and they recorded a bunch of sessions all the way through. So we'll put that link.
My 2 games, so a friend of mine, Dalton, that I met online, I got involved in our current D&D group that's on hold right now. He created his own cyberpunk game called Neon Dreams, Neon City.
Oh, that's cool.
So I met him online, Aaron invited me over to the house, so start playing that. Freaking amazing mechanics he had set up for that.
Oh, that's
so we had a lot of fun with that, completed our campaign with that. Then he had to move back up north to Boston, and he's currently playing with a group up there, and he told us in a group chat that their last session, that everybody stood up and cheered for him because how well he's DMing, and they just love him.
Cyberpunk, you know what, I would add Cyberpunk to the list. I have not played the new, their box set is called Cyberpunk Red, I believe, and then they have their book, and I can't remember what, it's like 2040 something or 2074, I can't remember what it is. But I really liked it. I had fun. That was a good, they had back in the day, their combat system was called Friday Night Firefight, which was super cool. And in fact, I even used Friday Night Firefight in my Call of Cthulhu games, just the combat system. So that was a lot of fun. I had a chance to actually play. I went back in the day at Gen Con. I played in a cyberpunk adventure ran by Ari Talisman, the guy that wrote the system. And long story short, I died in a bathroom trying to kill.
Honorable way to die.
Yeah, I came through a ceiling tile trying to protect somebody. It was a lot of fun though. I was like, I gotta kill her. But a lot of fun. But Cyberpunk's cool. I guess I would add that one only because the nostalgia for that was so cool. I'd love to give that a shot.
If I can ever get Dalton back down here and get you in the game.
God, I would love to play.
Maybe I can have Dalton do a Zoom interview with us.
I would love to play that. So.
But my other game would be a super goth game.
What's that one? Oh, Vampire?
Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh, I never played that one.
So much fun.
I had, yeah, when I was up in Ohio, before I moved to Florida, I had a bunch of friends of mine, they played it, and they really enjoyed it. But I never had a chance to really play or even, step into that world.
Got into it when I
So-
lived back in OCal, and we had a lot of fun. But there
Okay.
were no miniatures. It was just picture everything in your head.
Right.
So I'd love to see the game with miniatures and everything.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool though. Yeah, I'd be interested in that, just to try it, put my toe in it, because I've heard so much about vampire, werewolf, things like that. But those I've never played. I played everything else, even the old Tunnels and Trolls, Paranoia, I can go on, Ars Magica,
Star Wars.
Star Wars, the old
Serenity,
West End
Firefly.
game, yeah, and there's so many new systems coming out, or game worlds coming out, that are, or game...
There's Power Rangers, G.I.
Power
Joe,
Rangers, G.I. Joe,
Transformers.
Transformers, My Little Ponies. You have,
I want to know, what do you do in My Little Pony?
I don't know, but it sounds interesting. But even like Blade Runner is out. I like to see Blade Runner. I like to take a look at Space 1999 is coming out. So, these are all game worlds. Especially Space 1999. That one just kind of rings my bell. For sure. That and I like Blade Runner, In fact, I liked the last Blade Runner movie. No one really liked that, but I thought it was okay.
I didn't watch it.
It was okay. Isn't there a Blade Runner cartoon?
There might have
Like
been.
an anime? I can't
There
remember.
was a Cyberpunk.
Now
movie.
I'm curious. Well, the
Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk one is
So
good.
good.
Oh my
So
god, that was amazing. I got sucked into that and had to binge watch that. So, now let us know what games you like to play, what we can talk about, what we can do. God, wouldn't it be hilarious? And one day we have our own little mini Geeky Realms convention where we just sit around, run a bunch of games, do some cosplay, and talk shop. That would be absolutely amazing. But a lot happening, a lot going on. Thanks for watching us. We're still working on sound. It is more complicated than we anticipated. We freely admit that. But that's okay. We're having a ball doing what we're doing. So again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to us, like us,
follow
us,
share it.
share this bad
But
boy.
most important, stay
Stay geeky. See ya.